Are we ready? I can hear the applause. Hello, 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 hello. Welcome to Shady Talk Wednesday. Give me a round of applause now. Thank you, Steve. How? Okay, we got to get that too. How's everybody doing out there today in this crazy weather today on this Wednesday? I did not know it was going to rain like this, guys, until I actually got out there and seen that it was raining. Now, don't get me wrong, I do know it did drizzle earlier, but I still wasn't expecting so much rain the way it was raining tonight. And because of the rain, I have a beautiful guest in the building that drove miles away just to be here on this platform to share with me, Miss Chanel Fields. Give it up for her. Hello, Chanel.
Hey, T.
Thank you so much for joining me today. Yes, thank you for coming. I know we've been talking about getting this going. I wanted to get you up here so you could talk about all the things and the amazing things that you have going on out there. Not only you and your children as a team. So we're going to talk about it today. But before we get started, I want to read this little fancy bio of yours.
Okay.
Okay. Chanel Fields is a dynamic and accomplished entrepreneur whose journey is nothing short an extraordinary testimony. She is a cancer survivor that has never left her disability. Be it physical or learning, none have hindered her from achieving her desired road to greatness. In fact, she wears many hats. She's an author celebrated
Philanthropist.
for I knew I was gonna get tongue tied. Philanthropist. Okay. She has inspired as a certified spiritual health and wellness life coach and former TV moderator. She has guided audience worldwide in achieving balance and purposes in their life. Now making waves as a national juicepreneur, Chanel and her sons are rapidly gaining recognition for their innovative approach to health and wellness through Compassion Moss Juice Company. Compassion Moss and Juice Company is a brand that embodies her passion for nurturing both the body and the spirit. Beyond her professional achievement, she is a devoted mother of four. She is a juicepreneur. Give it up for Miss Chanel Fields. I'm telling you, Chanel, let me tell y'all. Chanel wrote me a book. I told Chanel if I read that whole bio, we're going to be here for at least an hour. So I'm going to let her explain a lot about herself that she had going on in her bio before we begin. So thank you again. Welcome, Miss Chanel Fields, for being here with us today. So before we get started, tell me much more about yourself.
Oh my goodness. So I'm first and foremost, I'm a mom. I guess I'm over here. I'm looking over here. I'm a mom. I'm an author. I'm a former TV moderator, and as you know it now, a juicepreneur. I guess juicing for me, basically, my life got started with juicing from the time I became a teenage mother.
Okay.
And I always tell the story. It's kind of funny, but as a teenage pregnancy, my mother and I don't know if you remember the store Caldors.
Yes.
We were in the store, and while
That's
we was in the
way
store,
back. So now you're telling your age.
we were walking in the store one day, and they had the old, Gerber aisle with the baby aisle, and they had the Gerber food and the juice and the food. And I was like, I just out of curiosity, I cracked the top to smell the baby food, and I was like, ew. I was like, this stink. I was like, is this what they give the babies? And my mother was like, yeah, this is what teenage mothers that ain't married give their children. So I was like, wow, okay. So then I opened up the pear juice, and I was like, "This don't even sound like the baby gonna drink this too." And my mother was like, again, yeah, this what teenage mothers have babies out of wedlock, gotta give their child. And I'm like, "Dag, like I don't want to give my baby this." And so my aunt gifted me a juice man, and from there, once I had my son and he got into the stages where he could actually have food and juice, I started pureeing and juicing, and that's how I got into juicing to begin with.
Wow. So how many years is that now?
31.
Wow. 31 years.
And I never knew it would lead to this.
Wow.
I never did it because of this. I just did it initially just to have like healthy children. I wanted them to have the best. Given how the food smell and the juice smell, I never even tried my hands at Similac. I breastfed every child I ever had. So
Wow.
I always been more of like a naturalist, just kind of going that way with that more healthier route for my children. So
Wow, that's so amazing, especially how, like you said, it started off basically as a mom, a teenage mom, I'm assuming,
Yep.
and just smelling certain baby items in cow doors. Years ago, didn't like the smell, but came up with the ideal of the juicing to actually do it on a healthy perspective for your children, which is amazing, which is why we're here today
Yes.
to talk about the compassion juice.
Yes.
We have many flavors here, as you guys can see on the table. Chanel is going to actually tell us about each one. She's going to talk about the health behind the juice. And that was the reason why I wanted to have Chanel on the show now too, because I feel like now we're just living in this society where there is so much things going on to where as though that we do need some healthy products in our bodies. And of course we like to link up with people like you, who's a genius, who knows how to come up with certain things that people are going through or might need that nutrition in their body, or just those things to stay healthy and, even be on a go with when you can't connect with those full meals a day, or just, certain things when you hear that you're diagnosed also with certain things that may help, the body system. Just all types of things. And now it's just like, to be honest, juicing is like a thing now.
Right. It's like a phenomenon.
Yeah, it's really going on. I've always heard a lot about your juices. We've also worked together at a event where you brought your juices and your customers came and picked your juices up, and so I know. I mean, I've tasted some as well that day, but I know that was a little while back. So I know we have some new things on the market with you that you have been coming up with, because this is like a big deal to you. This is like a deal. This is like your life,
Right.
This is like your this is your baby here,
Right.
basically. And to know that you got started 31 years ago just from the ideal. To me, even hearing the ideal, how you came up with it, I always say when things flow from a natural perspective of something that's in you that you want to do, that comes to an ideal, this is where you come at 31 years later to actually be able to craft it, brand it, own it, be a entrepreneurship. Well, you and your son. Now I know you said you have 4 children.
4
so sons. Who is in the business with you with your juices?
So technically all of them, but
okay,
they're the youngest ones. They even play a role, but primarily the 2 older ones have the leadership role. My oldest one now, he's in the military serving our country right now.
Nice.
So
Give it up for that. Can we get a round of applause for that? Yes. Great.
So from afar, he's still kind of, when he does like the social media content creation and everything like that.
Okay.
William does more of the day-to-day operations of everything. And me, I'm just the creator. I just like being in a creative space.
Okay.
You know?
So how is it being a boy mom? Four boys?
It's
no
the
girls?
best thing ever. So my daughter passed away
sorry
many
to
years
hear
ago.
that.
Yeah,
Okay.
27 years ago.
Okay.
And that was only short-lived for 8 hours.
Oh,
So
okay. Sorry
yeah,
to hear that.
yeah,
Okay, so you did have a baby
uh
girl.
huh.
So now you got your boys, and I know even having a business with all four of them, especially the two of them, it's like how do you work with that with all of these creative ideals? Like, do you guys get into any disagreements? How this should go, or you're kind of more of the person who really put the juices together, and they kind of do like the outer work for the business?
Well, to be honest, from the time that they were younger with me juicing, these flavors that you see right here are like one, two, and three are original flavors that have
Okay.
been coexistent for 30 years.
Okay.
So it's nothing for me to do those in my sleep because I
Okay.
had to curtail it just right for them to drink it. Like you had to be creative, and so they were my biggest critics. And so I always say I run a Democratic household, but certain things I'm Republican
Democratic
on.
household.
It's like it's
Uh-huh.
not for debate,
Uh-huh.
right? So
That's cute.
with that said, it's like when they were younger, it was more or less Republican, where they had to drink whatever I put out on the table. And as they got older, we got a little more democratic to where they
Okay.
could put their choices in on it. Like they name certain juices.
Okay.
They helped me come up with like certain ideas as far as design, and they really stick more to these young people, they love this social media thing. I personally am like a dinosaur. I hate social media. I only use it for monetary reasons,
Yeah.
which is ideal, but other than that, they are into it. Like it is
Okay.
like their lifestyle. So with them doing that side of things for me, it makes things that much better. It makes business flow a lot
Okay.
more up to date with today's times.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to get my social media more in just the order for just like business wise. So I was just putting up my social media page. Hopefully my person who runs my social media page for my Shady Talk Wednesday show, which will be DJ Keys. I hope she's up there doing what she got to do for me.
Okay.
I hope she's up there. Yeah. So okay. So back to the juices. Now, okay, so when did you first, I know 31 years ago, but when did the juices actually started
When it
taking
launched?
off? Yeah, or launched or
Compassion Moss itself launched April 28th of 2020.
Okay.
During the pandemic.
okay.
The juices became the idea 4th of July 2020.
Okay.
So it's been 4 years,
Okay.
and we're actually going into our 5th year now with this juice, and the juice actually took off. I was never planning on doing juice. It's God has a way that's like mighty sweet. When you think back from 31 years, and like sometimes I get mad emotional because I'm like, it was always a part of His plan.
Right.
It was never a part of my plan.
Right.
And then seeing how it has progressed,
Taking off, yeah.
I'm like, wow. Like, there's a song, right? Like that they sing in church that says, everything you need, He's already provided. I'm like, well, I don't see it.
Uh-huh.
I see what I need to see, but
Right. Yeah.
little do you know, it's there. You just got to take a look a little closer, and sometimes it's just time.
Right.
Time needs to pass in
Right.
order for certain things to manifest.
Right. And thank you for sharing that message, because even though that's a message that, you take how it brought your juices to life, just the message period just stands for whoever just don't even understand that it's just God just have something right there
In your
for
face.
you when you looking around, and like you said, it's tear dropping, because not only that is the juices mean something. Like it's also helpful for people in the world, people who are, who need these products, even just to live, to survive, just to be healthy, just to get day by day. So that's just, amazing to even have an entrepreneur, that we can come to when we need things. So how do you kind of gain like your customer base, like as far as like how do people come to you as far as like the need? Like I know your juices have certain names, but how do they come to you? Like when I spoke to you, I was talking to you about my mom, and I was like, my mom you know some things I just want her to have so she can have like a more healthier immune system, along with me, my children, whoever. So how do people come to you in particular and say, hey, Chanel, I have this going on and I'm looking for a certain juice that will help, give, boost up my immune system, or do they just go by the certain juices that you have? And so how do you kind of display it, basically?
It depends because they come from all walks of life,
Okay.
for various reasons.
Okay.
You have a huge crowd that comes from church,
Okay.
that does the Daniel fast.
Okay.
So they're strictly looking for juices to fast. They're like,
Okay.
yo, pastor said we fasting this week. Do you have anything? I'm
Wow.
like, yeah.
You know what, Chanel? That's crazy. Because even what you talking about people fasting, that's so amazing, because I've never heard of people even talking about, okay, what is a juice that somebody can drink while we are fasting? Rather it's for church, rather it's just
For your own.
Yeah, for your own, health. But to hear about, the church situation, because people do fast for.
Oh yeah, that's a whole stream of revenue by itself. It's just the church. They come out, for the Daniel fast. Then you have your health and fitness gurus. They want the gym. They want the meal replacements. They want things that are gonna help them become more lean. To get more muscle and shred the fat and things of that nature that are not high content sugar. But that will boost their metabolism and things of that nature. And I come in that area for that fasting for the health and fitness. Then you have those that have messed up. They are not proactive about their health. They're obese. They're overweight. They like, I'm sick and tired of me. When I look in the mirror, I've just decided I'm going to take on life and I'm going to do better.
Well, know what? That might be my juice right there, because I'm sick of me.
Right. So and then I have the seniors, that come in and the children, from our generation are like, my mother won't eat. I can't get her to eat anything. My dad won't eat. My grandmother won't eat. Again, we have meal replacement supplements for that crowd. And then we have the crowd that's just like, listen, I heard, I tasted, I want it, And then we got the high blood pressure, the diabetic crowd with the high A1Cs. They like, look, I heard my aunt showed me, you got her A1C down and you got her blood pressure down. And I have literally hundreds of clients. Like, I get really, really tearful about the clients I have that have not only lowered their blood pressure permanently,
right,
but they're off of like lisinopril, amlodipine, metformin. Like, these are major drugs, that our people, especially within the Black and brown community, are on, like rapidly on,
which is me, because shout out to me, just recently when I did go to the doctor, she did tell me that my blood pressure has been doing amazing, and that I'm going to be able to chop down now to a half a pill. Awesome. So now my whole goal is to get off, completely, because
I got
my whole goal is to, get off. I want to also get my calcium level down. So yeah, I definitely want to get completely off of the blood pressure pill, and I just want to get my immune system tightened up, because I know too, with me being a driver, sometimes being a driver, we don't really get to catch a full meal of the day. And also too, the perks to being a driver too, sometimes you're eating on the go a lot,
right?
So to be able to just have a certain juice that I feel like that I can get in me every day in case I'm missing those healthy meals, I want to talk about it. I want to know about it. So let's talk about the juices that you have here with us today.
Okay. So, let's get started.
Okay.
So basically, you have different kinds of juicers.
You can pull your mic
you
out
have,
more if you need it.
Right here.
Okay.
You have different kinds of juicers.
Okay.
You have the fearful juicer.
Okay.
That's like, I want to get into this, but I don't want nothing that tastes like the dirt that I walk on.
Okay.
So for them, we keep it light and fun. We have apple a day. This is just simply 15 different apples, cold pressed together. I had this wild imagination that if I just threw all the apples in a juicer, how good would it taste? Would it be bad? Would it be bitter? Let's see what happens. So you're gonna get to see what happens in a little while.
Okay.
And that is like amazing among like little children whose parents want to get rid of the high C, the Tropicana, no shade on the show.
Okay.
But the parents that just desire to give their kid an initial jump start into health, they do this as opposed to the high C because it carries a way low sugar value. One of the things that I prided myself on was keeping the sugar content low. This particular one right here, it has 13 sugars. For a diabetic, that's pretty high, and I would never recommend that to them. But for a little that's running around that got high metabolism that can burn it off, they're cool, but I wouldn't recommend it every day. But it is cool if you would like it as a substitute, as opposed to like Tropicana or High C that already start off the gate with like 30 milligrams of sugar. And you know, for anybody that doesn't understand like what that means, 30 grams of sugar is actually 60 teaspoons of sugar. No one would actually in their right mind, in their rabbit mind, put 60 teaspoons of sugar in this one bottle. You know what I'm saying? Whereas this has 13. So you figure this is about 26 teaspoons of sugar, you know, that would carry, which is still very, very high for a diabetic. But for somebody that's little, like I said, that's just coming out the gate, we do make it in smaller portions so they won't have that much sugar in them. But this is just, you know, if you just want to get it going, get it popping. Give me a beet. Very, very low sugar. This has 10.7 grams
And I was
of sugar.
just telling my mom, sorry to cut you off, I was just telling my mom too, I know that she do enjoy beets, like the regular beets that she eat. I was telling her, I said, maybe a nice beet juice, you know, can be nice and healthy for you too as well.
The hardest part is, I'm going to be real with you, anything with apple is going to have a higher content in sugar.
Okay.
This has apple in it. It's apple, beet, and lemon. That's where that 10 is really coming from. Beet on a regular is lower in sugar than much lower. So when people tell me they're diabetic and stuff, certain drinks I won't even give them. You know, we have over 102 products now, but we have over 45 juices that we offer now. So we have a variety that meets the need for like everybody. You know? So then we have like mainly those who are cancer patients. This came about, that's why I said 1, 2, and 3 have always been here. This is new. But this right here came about when I had colon cancer. And so I wanted to see like what can help with cancer. And soursop was like the number one thing that kept popping up. So I got familiar with eating soursop. I was just eating it at first. And I was like, you know what? I should see how well this go in the juicer. It has a lot of seeds. So I had to like de-pit it from the seeds and then try it out in a juicer. And then it's more fleshy, like it's like a weird flesh, but it juices well. And so through doing that and intermixing it with kale and bok choy and chard and, you know, pineapple, and I put all these different things in it until it just got just right. And I had people test it out. I always do like a table test, you know, with friends and people that are not friends. So it's like non-biased. They're going to tell you the truth.
Right. And it seemed like, you know, you always get scared sometimes when you see green. You be like, it's going to taste so nasty.
Because in the past, it's always been earthy.
Right.
Right. And I really wanted to dismantle that, you know, so because I see people like, you know, they freeze up.
When
as
you
soon
see
as
the
they
green.
They're like, you know, there's like, I'll do this one.
Yeah.
Because this apple, you know, it's more friendly.
Always looking for the light-skinned ones.
Right. And then the strawberry, they love that one. That's more tropical. Like you want to just get on the beach.
Looking for
again.
that strawberry.
But then with this one right here, the sugar content is a 9.8, you know, because it doesn't have that apple to go with it. So now apple is going, you see it just goes lower. This one right here is sugar content is 8.2 because it's more green, you know. So those that are looking for something that is not going to raise the glycemic index, the sugar index, I keep them on, you know, more of that. And they love it because they're all sweet. So, you know, to the palate. So they all have a different taste quite naturally, but they all do different things.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. So which one does what? Okay, so I know you got to go ahead, finish introducing.
This is like your daily. This one right here, you could do this every single day because this right here is what gets you right. It detoxifies like the liver, it detoxifies the body in general, but also with the soursop, you know, it's fighting carcinogen cells that may be in the body, eradicating free radicals and things like that in the body. So this is like your go-getter. Like this you could do every single day. I do this probably 3 or 4 times a week. like myself, I drink this one right here.
Now, how many ounces is those?
This is
juices?
16.
Okay.
These are 10. They don't
Okay.
have this is the demos right here.
So you think 1 16-ounce juice a day, either one that someone purchased, that's enough for the day, as long as you drink just the one juice. You don't have to do.
That's sufficient unless you're juice fasting and you're not eating any kind of food or anything like that, and then you're going by breakfast, lunch, dinner. You're doing 3 a day, sometimes 4, because you may want the meal replacement to kick it off, just to make your stomach more full for the first 4 hours, and then you go straight into
Now,
that.
how does that work if you're juicing and you eat something wrong? So should you, when you are juicing, you should continue throughout the day to eat healthy juicing, just period.
If you're juicing, you're still gonna eat. Like, you know, unless you're, like I said, unless you're fasted, that's different. But if I juice every morning.
Okay.
You know, all the time. Even when I'm at home, I juice for my family, not just for business, but I juice for my family.
Okay.
But like, so you in the morning, I may start with this one, which is Way to Go. Like, I love this. This is packed with fiber and everything else, and this is good because it keeps me full. It's good for when you go to the gym, before the pre-workout or post-workout. Either way you go, you're full though for the first 3 to 4 hours. If you just don't want eggs and all that other stuff that makes you feel like you got the itis early in the morning, you start off here. And not only that, you got more energy. This is I make my own this year. We're coming out with our own protein powder, and it's derived of pea protein and pumpkin protein rather than like whey, which creates like acne and all that other stuff in the body. And it gives you just as much energy, and it also helps with the metabolism.
So what is in there?
So this one, Way to Go, it is basically, Lord have mercy, it is pea protein, pumpkin protein, hemp, and dates, and that's it.
Okay, and whatever that is, it just sounds like it's healthy. Okay.
But the dates is like, you know how the Arabics are known, like, you know, for having the medjool dates, the little brown dates. That's what sweetens it without using sugar.
Okay.
So that's what we do. And all the milks are dairy free.
Okay.
That's why it says MLK. It's like a shout out to Martin Luther King, but at the same time the play is MLK. So, you know, the I is missing, so there's no dairy in there. And then this one is banana fana. This is banana
fana. That's
this
cute.
Is red bananas and lapine bananas, which is the standard banana we know of. And then we have also hemp milk, and then we have dates in here as well. Okay. And that's pretty much it.
Okay. Now, what is that one? We didn't get to that one.
Strawberry Fields?
Oh, yeah. Okay. You didn't tell us about that one.
You saved the best for last, because that's my last name is Fields. So,
okay.
You know, Strawberry Fields. So this one is dragon fruit, pineapple, strawberry, cucumber, and that's it.
Okay. Now, when you put in these juices together, I'm sure you look these things up to come up with what works with one another, as far as like, now, okay, so
in the beginning I didn't.
Oh no.
If I could just be honest, because there's a lot of people out here that's juicing at home too. And that's really, really critical. That's mad important, because when we start off with excitement. Right. We go buy the juicer and we just taking apples and oranges. Babe, put this in here. Throw that in there, babe. Oh, that was good. But that doesn't mean that that's what your body called for. Right. Right. So we do it out of ignorance, you know, because if we don't know better, we don't do better. But when we know better, we do better.
And we just trying to think about things that we just feel like could be a little healthy for us.
We just looking at it, it's healthy. It's grapes, throw it in there. It's lettuce, throw it in there. Like, you know, and you thinking like grapes and lettuce can't go together, but you out here juicing it and trying it and wondering why it tastes like that. But that's not what your body calls for. Your body may not even need it. Like, some people want to, you know, eat bananas because they like bananas, but you may be on a hinge of having like a 6.9 or a 7.5 A1C. Right. You don't need no bananas. You know what I'm saying? But you putting bananas in there because it tastes good and you saw a recipe on YouTube, so you tried it. That's a no-no. Okay. Like, you know, you want to do what benefits you the most. And the best thing I could do is tell you, like, to do your research with what fits for you. Like, so if I'm diabetic, what are the fruits and vegetables that will benefit me the most? Right. What should I stay away from? If I have certain types of allergies already to alloys and metals, what meats, what vegetables, what fruits should I stay away from. Most of those people can't have what's called the nightshade fruits and vegetables. People are like, what's a nightshade? Tomatoes, things like that, that are actually planted at night. That goes into farming, whole nother subject. But at the same time, the best thing they could do is get with somebody like me that's already done the research, that can just help them get heart healthy, get body healthy, and just get mentally healthy. Because not only are you just drinking a juice, it's deeper than that, because you're replenishing your body. So now you're rejuvenating cells. You're rejuvenating blood cells, you're rejuvenating cells all throughout your system that are training the body to be in a better space of homeostasis. I'm trying not to be too deep, but what that internally does is that trains the body for wellness, a space of wellness. So now that you're putting good things in, when you go back and drink that high C 3 months from now,
you ain't gonna
you
like
can
it.
taste the chemical. So you don't even want that no more. So now it did you a service, because it just eradicated that. You're like, I don't know what they doing. They changed the formula. No, they didn't. You stop allowing yourself to partake in sugar and chemical, and you got with something natural. So that's the difference of that. And then for me, compassion,
that's the goal.
Yeah, we pride ourselves too on doing everything organic, and not just organic as in the sticker. Because I just want to dispel the rumor, they are allowed to modify and still call it organic, which I don't even understand that. You know what I'm saying? If it doesn't have a seed, if it doesn't have a seed, I can't say that enough. If it doesn't have a seed, don't eat it. Okay, that's so important neurologically. We don't get that memo until much later in life, when we start having all these imbalances hormonally, and just medically in general, and we suffer greatly for that lack of knowledge. But I go the length.
Okay.
I go the length, the distance of going all the way to Pfeiffer Farm in Delaware. I love them. We've been patronizing them for almost 19 years. And they are an organic farm for real. And everything is seeded in there. And I love it because the taste, people call me all the time and ask me, oh, are you please, just put a little sugar. I ain't put no sugar. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't put no sugar in here. I was like, the only thing we use for the ginger shots, we do use honey or agave. But as far as juice, we don't add any sugar at all. What you see is what you get. And the problem is with years and years and years of programming our people to have foods that are GMO, they don't even know what real fruits and vegetables taste like. They done forgot what it was like when grandma and them used to go to the farm and get real oranges, and you could spoon it out and then it would just spill with juice. I get strawberries that spill with juice, and peaches that still spill with juice, because they coming from the right place. But the sad part about our economy, we're more fixated on making a buck than doing the right thing by our people. Whereas, hence the name Compassion Moss, we're more concerned about doing the right thing by the people than making a buck. The money will follow.
Now, how can people connect with you if they wanted to, get orders? Because I know you don't stay here in this town, but I know you do travel to bring juices. I know you're a little all over everywhere, taking your juices, promoting your juices, selling your juices. So how can people kind of connect with you? Have you ever thought about some kind of class? Do you do any kind of classes where you give out?
We do, as a matter of fact, even tomorrow I have a health and wellness seminar that we're doing in Trenton for the city of Trenton.
Okay.
We go all over. We go all over. We're not limited to New Jersey and things like that. Even weekly, we have deliveries in Delaware, Maryland, New Jersey, New York, Connecticut. We go as far as there. And then after that, our logistics teams, ships for us when we have places like Atlanta or further south. Anything Virginia now is getting shipped. So we do it like that. But aside from that, locally, if they wanted to get in touch with me, they could, reach out to me via Facebook. Most of the time it's word of mouth. Because somebody told somebody that told somebody. It's funny because last year was our first year launching a website. I was
really?
I was so against it. I hate anything today's, time. I'm really funny that way. And I was like, we don't really look, we doing good. We doing good enough. But it's God is funny in that he will he will make you enlarge your territory, even when you don't even try.
Yes.
Like, he will enlarge your territory because he knows what you deserve.
Right.
Even if you don't think you deserve better,
Right.
he knows you deserve.
Oh, I'm a
not only
witness
better,
of that.
but
I'm a witness of
greater.
that.
You know, and so it's like, it's crazy. This thing kind of just took on a life of its own with people. Just first of all, word of mouth, where people will tell you, like, you need flyers, you need social media, you need that. Word of mouth is still winning the game.
Okay.
You know?
So how do you, okay, so that's a ginger shot right there.
You gonna take one?
Yeah, I guess. But listen, wait, but you know what? It just seemed like when people say these ginger shots, why the shot bottles are so big? I'm looking for like the
That
liquors.
ain't big. That's little.
I'm looking for like the
That
how
is
when you
little.
go
That
Okay.
is little.
now.
That's 2 ounces. That's
Now.
what your body needs.
And see, here I go, being shady. But what's those other pretty color things
So
in the
this
front?
right here, this is called cranberry frosted. This
Okay.
is new. This
Okay.
is actually new for this season. We launched it last year to try it out, but now we made it permanent because people just kept coming back and they were like, I want the one that had the cranberry. I don't know what it is. It's orange. It don't look cranberry, but it is cranberry. I was like,
Now,
yeah.
what does that do for you?
So this right here is like penicillin in a bottle. Like, if you got a cold, you don't feel good, you got a sore throat or anything like that, this is cranberry and orange, and it's slightly bitter. Like, I even added some agave just to give you like a little bit of taste, but then everything else in here is all herbal. So it's just a herbal tincture going on in here mixed with cranberry and orange.
Is that
But
the
it
same
gets the
thing?
job done. That one is the same, yeah.
Okay.
This is not the same. This is 2 ounces of Hawaiian ginger. You could even see the herbs on the bottom in here. And basically, it's
so
ginger,
that's different
Hawaiian
from
ginger.
this?
Oh yeah, that's way different. You could try them both.
Wait a minute, because I don't want my stomach messed up.
No, you ain't got to mess up on here.
Okay, now I have had ginger shots, right? But what would be your intake on ginger shots? Why do you think ginger shots is something to take every day?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
why?
Because so for somebody like you that's already on a pill, and as a matter of fact, the timing is important too. I don't think you should take that tonight while we're talking too, because a lot of things resonated. One, you're already on a pill. First thing in the morning, you can take it though.
Okay.
And then you could take another one at like 4:00. One, the reason why I'm telling you not to do it tonight, unless you go into the club somewhere or you plan on being up to 3:00 in the morning, then that's your best friend, because it just give you that energy.
Oh,
you
okay,
need. Like,
okay.
You know, a lot of people,
okay. So ginger gives you energy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Hawaiian ginger does. I can't speak for the Chinese.
Because you know what, when I kind of heard about ginger, when I kind of heard more about it, it was more when the pandemic was out. Everybody was like, "Oh,
really?
You know, people should take ginger shots, the COVID, the this, it get your immune system." Wow. You know, so really, to be honest, that's when I kind of was aware of like the ginger shot things when the COVID was out. I'm sure it's been around, but I mean, you heard it more. I mean, we were in the store like buying the ginger, buying the turmeric,
so you remember how
sprinkling it.
I don't know if your mother was like this or any of your aunts was like this. You remember how you'd be like, my head hurt. They're like, go in there, get in that kitchen, get you a sip of that ginger ale, right? My stomach hurt. Go get you some ginger ale. My foot hurt. Go get you some ginger ale.
Yeah, ginger ale fix everything.
Right.
In our world,
but they was onto something. Now we know Canada Dry and Seagram's is not doing that, but ginger for real really does. It really has a way of settling the stomach. Like if you're pregnant and you're nauseous, it can settle your stomach out like and really relax you. And for some people, ginger relaxes them in such a way that it's easier for them to sleep. You know, and manage. For others, it gives them that boost of energy that they need to just level them right on out. You know, the body knows basically what it needs, you know, based on where your serotonin levels are falling. It could either, you know, help you rise or help you calm, you know, so, but it's really good in that way, you know, for the body. But yeah, you could take ginger every day. But if you're someone that has high blood pressure, you could take it twice a day, but you cannot exceed 4 ounces a day. It's very important because certain things can happen. You can stroke, you can go into a coma, different things can happen. You don't want
taking the ginger?
Yeah, it could throw your thyroid off. Too much excessive ginger, yeah.
Oh wow.
You can't go that far with it.
So you saying I could take this one, this size.
In the morning. Yep, two. That's 2 ounces.
Oh, okay, two
And
ounces.
then you could do
And
another two in the afternoon. Now, somebody that does not have high blood pressure, they don't need 4 ounces.
Right.
They just need 2 ounces.
Right.
That's it.
Okay.
That's enough.
And it was something that you said about that juice, the
Cranberry
little small.
frosted?
Yeah. What was the what?
So that's cranberry and orange. And then that has like herbs in there too.
But it was something that you said it does that I like.
Oh, it's medicinal. So like if you have like a sore throat or if you have
That.
a cold, it's good for that. Or if you feel like something coming on, like you know how you like, I think I'm coming down with something. There it is. That's the reverser. That's what I should have called it. Like, cause it really kind of turns things around. Like literally, well, before you go in the airport, take it. When you come home from the airport, take it. If you gotta go to a funeral, take it. If you were sitting at the repast, take it. Like, you know, it's before you. It's like the American Express card. Before you leave home,
Take
drink
it.
that bad boy. Because like I said,
And
that's
what
like
is that one
penicillin in a
called?
bottle. That's called cranberry frosted.
Cranberry frost. Now, what if you have an allergic reaction to certain medications or things like that?
So now you're talking about different medicines or different medicines that can contraindicate with certain fruits, vegetables, or herbs. And then I always assess the client. I don't just give them stuff. Like
Right,
how
you
we
wanna
talking
know.
right now. Like I listen, you know, to whatever you say is going on with you medically. Do you have any allergies? Is there anything, like I find that out before I make a sale. I don't even care about the sale. I care more so about the liability of,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Not so much monetary, but personal liability.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be the cause for someone getting hurt
Right.
because I wanted to make $5.
Right.
You understand? So for me, I find out from the very beginning. We also, my clients will tell you, I build a whole profile. They could call, oh, you know, girl, I want to try that Moco Choco. I'm like, how you going to try that? You allergic to chocolate? Oh, yeah. Oh, all right. That's
Right,
the name.
right.
And like, and their file comes up immediately. Like, Tamara, shout out to Tamara. You know, immediately, like, no, I can't have this. I can't have nuts. I can't have seeds. I can't have blah, blah, blah. It's already there in their profile. Like, every client has a profile from the very beginning. You know, if they're pregnant, if they're, you know, no longer pregnant. I've seen people that say, oh, you can take sea moss while you're pregnant. I would never recommend that.
Okay.
Too much going on. But you see people do it, and, you know, it's whatever. I see people,
Why?
know,
What do they feel that the sea moss does?
well, the sea moss can really throw off their thyroid. Thyroid is really important. It can heal the thyroid. It can hurt the thyroid depending on how much is ingested. You have a lot of people that give misguided information in this generation. We're telling you take 2 and 3 tablespoons of sea moss a day. That could cause a coma as well, and that could cause a stroke, and that could even cause death. Like, you know, but the problem is you get a lot of people that are doing sea moss, creating, you know, sea moss gel, but they giving you they giving you this much sea moss in there and this much water. So they can tell you take 2 and 3 tablespoons because, you know, there's no liability because they're not giving you enough anyway. Whereas compassion moss, we're giving you this much sea moss and probably about that much water, just enough to, you know, make the gel. And that's it. So you're not going to play that game like that and start serving yourself 2 and 3 tablespoons. They'll tell you that so that it gets the jar down faster and it gets more cells. I'm not going to tell you. I'm going to tell you to take 1 teaspoon a day.
So now, do you recommend like a person who do have something like for me who has high blood pressure? Do you recommend just a certain juice a day, or can I have certain types of juices a day, or do you recommend a certain juice daily that I should take?
You don't need juice every day.
Okay.
You really don't. Like,
Okay.
None of us do. You know, we may just want it, but if it's anything I'm gonna recommend to you to get the high blood pressure down, it's gonna be the ginger shot.
Okay.
These will all be recreational for you or just
Okay.
nutrition.
Oh, okay.
You know, it's not need.
Okay.
You know, people just, you have those that are healthy and they live a nutritious and balanced lifestyle and they just want it. They want it. Oh, put me in for my regular juice order. You know, because they just want to make sure that they're checking off the boxes for being healthy. You know, and not taking in things that are unhealthy. So you have that crowd. But it's not mandatory, you know, that you drink these juices or any juice for that matter each day, but you can have for me, I may have one of those
Okay.
a day, and that's it, because I'm more of a water drinker. Like I always got water with me, so for me, I'm always drinking some room temperature water. So, you know.
Now, how many days do this juice last? Like, if you was to refrigerate it, um, how many days can you save it? Or if you open it and you try to go back to it, how does that work?
It's a good question. They all have it listed on here. So
Oh,
you'll
okay.
see right here. Warning perishable, keep fresh, keep refrigerated, shake well, and use within 7 days. This is 7 days. Now, had I had Orange You Glad or these for that matter, the meal replacements, they only last 5 days.
Okay.
That's it. Orange You Glad only lasts for 5 days. That's it. It's predicated on the fruit and its acidity level. Like anything that's lemon based, lime based, orange based, any citrus based, it's gonna depreciate much faster. It's gonna perish a lot faster.
Wow. And you know, that was interesting that you were saying a certain amount of ginger with having high blood pressure can do something to the system or your body, or even is also how you talked about time frame of when you take the juice before you take like the shot before you take like your blood pressure pills. See, those things I never know, because I have taken ginger shots before and I never paid attention to the time or when I should take it. In my mind, people always said that ginger shots is good for you. It helps boost your immune system. It kind of helps you from getting sick quick, you know, things like that. So,
And another tip, before you take a ginger shot, have just like maybe even 4 ounces to 6 ounces of room temperature water, just to have that coated on the stomach, because ginger is hard,
right.
you know. And if you're doing that every day, some people can develop even an upset stomach. Like I've been doing them ginger shots. I lost the weight I wanted to lose. My blood pressure down, but now my stomach be hurting every time I, you know. So I always tell them as a precursor, like, look, before you get into this, have some water. You know, one, to put water in your diet. I would love to be the person that tell you like drink water. So just to have that going, and then add the ginger on top of it, you got an extra layer of detoxification and purification going on in your body at the same time.
And I like that other one back here in the back where you said that it kind of makes you energetic when you're kind of like when you wake up and you're not very energetic, and that kind of already boosts your system up to be energetic. And that's
the meal replacements, and
meal
that's also the
replacement.
ginger that does that as well. That picks you up as well.
Now, what is the difference between, I don't know if you told me, you might have did, the regular ginger and that one I think you said is the Hawaii?
This is Hawaiian ginger. So the difference between Hawaiian ginger is 2 ounces of ginger is already packed with 5 grams of protein, which is really important. Not only that, it has the ability to lower blood pressure much faster than Chinese ginger or Brazilian ginger, which are the big, bulky, chunky pieces that you see in the store. They really don't do what we need other than to provide the aesthetics of, but they don't provide the healing property of as fast. It's not to say they can't do it, but you want something that can do it right now on the swallow. Like, matter of fact, do you have a blood pressure meter at home?
Yeah.
Before you do it tomorrow, I'm going to challenge you. I'm going to show you how fast this works, right? Before you do it, take your blood pressure. Right, and take your pre-blood pressure, take the ginger shot. 30 minutes later, come back and take your blood pressure again. I guarantee it goes down at least 20 to 30 points. And you do that every day, it starts to balance out. You start training it, and it will stay down.
So
like
to take these shots every day. Wow, that was great, informative information. Wow, Chanel, you really brought some things out to the table today. Wow. Yes. And I love the fact that, you know, just even as a female entrepreneur, you know, just how you, you know, because I'm so big on girl power. So
Yes.
oh my God, I'm so big on girl power. So anything or anybody that I come across, not that I don't care for the men and the things they have going on, but it's just something different and something special that I feel like with women, how we can relate a little more. You kind of know, you know, the things that we're feeling, we're going through as a woman, because you're one as a mom. So just how you came here and just, broke everything down. I hope it was very informative to all our watchers that's on Facebook, on YouTube today, because I wanted you in this building so you can bring some health awareness with people. And it was also good to hear how you also said that every day we don't have to juice.
Right.
And it was also good how you also jot down with the difference of the meal prepping juice. You also gave us you also talked about something that I've never even heard where, because once again, even with the ginger shot, you hear like, oh, if you sick, take a ginger shot. But how you broke it down with a sore throat, or if you coming across something, or you going to the airport, things like that, where you're going to be in a facility with
With
people,
a bunch of people,
yeah, to take that juice, as well. So what is that juice there in the pouch?
So that's not juice.
What is that?
So this is granola. Like we started making our own granola.
I only see it from the back.
There's like a lot of. I want you to try some of this stuff.
I do. I just
I
you said
know
don't.
these watchers want to see.
No,
what's
you
going
said
on.
not this one, but
So
I
not
do.
this one.
Give
So
me,
this
give me.
in the
Okay.
morning, you could take that home with you.
Yes.
But
You know what? You got the juice. It's so
Do
cute.
you
So
like
I'm
granola?
like, I can try it.
Oh.
I don't think I ever tried it.
Granola?
Yeah.
For real?
I don't
What
think
you
I ever
waiting on? Oh my.
Waiting on
goodness.
you. You're
Oh my
here.
All right, so this is a blueberry and cream granola, and it
Okay.
has. Are you allergic to nuts?
Oh, like granola bars and
Yeah,
stuff like
yeah.
that. Oh yeah.
That has pecans.
You know,
in
you
it.
so fancy with your words and your things that you have going on. I gotta make sure. Okay.
So that's like a healthy snack, no preservatives in it, that lasts for a month. And in your pouch, you can open it, close it as much as you want. But it's a good light snack to take with you on the go. If you're going on a trip, if you're at work, you don't want to eat wrong, you want to eat something right. No sugar.
I'm trying to think what's the taste I'm getting from it, because it's like so many at one time. But
It's the sweetness though is like the dates and the beet juice that makes it sweet. Like a lot of people be like, oh, I don't eat beets. You eating it now,
Really? Beets are in there?
Beet juice and dates are natural sweetness.
You know what,
And a
just-
little bit of maple water. A lot of people not up on maple water, but a little maple water.
But just the rich taste to it, it just makes you just feel like you just getting healthy in this moment,
Right.
or whatever you're chewing in
And it's
here.
so good. Like it's so good for you, and like I just love it. Like I love
Is
it.
that a pecan?
Yes. And we have like.
Can I have these?
Yes, that's for you. Yeah, we have like 18 different flavors of granola that we do right now, and counting, because we already like putting together. I have like Granny's apple, which goes with the granola came about because we also do smoothie bowls. That was the thing that was winning at your shop. It's coming for the smoothie bowls.
Yeah.
But we started making our own granola because I was like, I'm buying these packs of granola. I was like, and I really don't like, it's like an aftertaste, and that don't have no aftertaste because it don't have no preservative, which I love. And I was like, oh wow, if I make
These
it
are
myself,
amazing.
I could get away from the aftertaste. So I just started developing my own, and I had the customers try it out, and they were like, oh my god, where did you get your granola? I'm like, I made it. Darn.
This is really good.
And
Now
so
I want to
started
taste the
packaging it
juice
to
too.
sell. Yes.
Which juice you want me to taste?
What you a more earthy girl or you more fruity girl?
Fruity.
Okay, so fruity and fruity. And then this is junior fruity.
I
Like
want
if
to
you
try
bold.
that apple.
Okay.
I want to try the
Okay.
apple.
Try the apple.
You know what? I know
Wait, you was gonna have somebody else sample too, right? You got cups?
I don't know if Steve's gonna come sample. I'm a sample.
Okay, go ahead.
You know what? You had them so cute.
It's
Steve,
all right.
do you want to
We
sample?
can mess the display
or
up
Marv?
like that. Yeah. Tell him don't be scared. He said have fun. They good. Tell him come sample. See, look at her face.
Now
And
this
she
is
not
a-
making it up. Here he come now. He said, "That's fine."
No, this is a real good
It's slapping. It got
apple.
that, to it. Like,
Oh my gosh. It's like it got those apples. I'm sorry, you're
Yeah.
already drunk out of this one, Steve. Come on, you could try one.
Which one you want to
Sit
try?
here.
Are you a fruity guy or you a vegetable guy?
I was actually interested in the green.
The green one? Okay, so this is like a vegetable Jolly Rancher. Real talk. Like it's like the green Jolly Rancher, but you trying it too?
Yeah.
Anna?
Yeah, I want to try it.
Because I was very interested.
That's like one of my favorites. That's like our number one seller next to
God,
Strawberry
it's almost
Fields.
time for the show to end.
You know?
She quiet. She gonna tell you in a minute.
Okay.
You like
I
it?
Definitely.
You know what? This is good. You can smell the richness in it.
You know, all the vegetables, right? But you don't taste them necessarily.
You don't. That's what I'm trying to
Yeah,
figure
you-
out why you could smell them so
It's great.
fresh, but you don't really taste them. Wow, this
The
is good.
sour sop and the pineapple is like a marriage made in heaven. That it binds it in such a way that it takes away that bok choy and that spinach and that kale, you know, because that hit hard. I've drank just that. Like I can go there though and just drink greens. If I'm not feeling good, I will juice straight greens in a minute. Like, you know, and just drink that with no fruit added, just earthy.
I'm ready
you know?
I'm ready for another one.
Yeah, me
I
too.
want to
I'm
taste
like,
another
wait,
one.
hold on.
All right, what about those?
Hold on. You need water to cleanse your palate so you can taste it for real. Ain't nothing in there?
No,
Okay.
just a little. Okay.
Thank you very much.
What's this one?
This is strawberry fields. This is very tropical. It's really
I know
good.
it looks tropically. Okay.
That looks like something I would actually enjoy too.
Yeah, it's enjoyable. It's very enjoyable.
Chanel. You gotta stop.
That's my kids' favorite. That's the number one thing
And with
that
the pulp.
they
Oh
love.
my gosh, y'all. Y'all have to tap in with
It's
Chanel.
to the point where I've had to import strawberries this season because they won't let it go. Strawberries are out of season. That's the other thing. I typically do juice and only in this season.
Wow, compassion Moss is it. You hear me? And y'all know I'm for the females. Y'all know I'm for the females. I love this.
Yes.
I like this. This is really good.
Yeah. Hold on, we gotta clean your palate again so you could do the beat.
All right, we got time for one more juice.
Yeah.
Okay. You didn't even do the meal replacements.
I'm gonna let Steve do the meal replacement.
Okay. Guys like that though. They for it.
Yeah. Looking for something like that.
This is Give Me a Beat.
Give me a beat. Wait, that sound like that Sheila E. song. Didn't she used to sing that? Give me a beat.
I got you.
You still drinking?
The
you still-
water.
Oh,
This is the
Girl, you got me feeling like I'm drinking
Yeah.
since I don't drink.
but you gotta have a lot of
I don't
energy
drink
though
either.
after this.
I
I'm
should have
telling
got
you,
this in the
you are-
morning.
Yeah, yeah.
Is this gonna still be energizing me for the morning?
It's gonna be energizing you tonight for a while.
Oh God, I might be up all night.
Good
Not
thing
up.
I will be up.
Not up, but you'll be just kind of like focused.
And it's good because I've
Yeah.
got to do a little more studying.
Yeah,
on
and when you're
something
ready to
tonight.
lay down, you'll be able to lay
I got
down.
another podcast.
And then it's not disrespectful, right?
Is this beats?
Where yeah,
Okay.
It's
Because
not
I don't really like
disrespectful.
beats. Let me see.
but it's like a beet lemonade. It's not bad.
Okay.
I like this.
The apple and the lemon, they pull it together.
I taste the apple and lemon. It's
Uh-huh.
really good.
It really pull it together like a nice lemonade.
Really good tropical flavors.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know what it is? It's because you can smell the original what you have in
Ingredients.
here, but you can't taste it.
Yeah.
That's the best part.
Exactly.
And that's why if you think about it, most of the time when people try stuff, they be like, and when
Right.
they smell stuff, they be
They don't
like,
want it.
no.
Like me
They
earlier
don't
with
want
the
it.
Yeah,
green
but
one,
it's
I'm
But
just
when
like-
they smell this, it's inviting. The green one, as soon as they smell it, they're like, I can't. I smelled this somewhere. I said it's like a Jolly Rancher when you think about it. You think about a Jolly Rancher when you put it in your mouth. That essence, that aroma that's in your breath when you're eating the Jolly, it's that. But this is way healthier though. So it's like when they take it in, they like, I wasn't
But this is
expecting
all
that.
good, and because I like juices that's cold. Oh my God.
Especially this in the summer.
Oh my God.
Throw this back, yo! I
might
inhale
call you for
this.
that for
I
the
inhale
summer.
this.
Wait, Steve, taste
And I
the
get
meal
mad
real quick.
Oh yeah,
course.
you
Let
want to
him
do
taste the
banana
meal.
fanta or way to go? This is like a nutty buddy in a.
That way to go is
Okay, all right.
Looks pretty interesting.
All right, hold on. Let me clean
yeah,
this
the
palate one more
water,
time.
yeah.
'Cause definitely from the beats.
Wow, this is so good.
So I also like to stay late at night sometimes.
Oh
because
yeah,
I got
and this is
stuff,
good.
so,
Yup,
yeah,
yup,
This is really
yup.
good to
And
do.
so you could just hold on to this. Let them hold on to it.
Oh, I like these. Wow.
Let's see what we're working with.
It's so good.
I
It's
gotta
got
get that. I
It
gotta
has that peanut butter, but there's no peanut butter in there at all.
But I
That's
got-
avocado, avocado, pea protein, pumpkin, hemp.
How you like it, Steve, so they can hear you?
Yes, of course. So I do taste. There's banana in it. Right? So I do taste the banana. I do taste a little bit of the peanut butter too. But
There's no peanut butter.
There's no peanut butter.
Yeah, it's avocado.
That's one.
That's avocado.
Wow. That's crazy. There's no peanut butter.
Yeah,
I gotta get
but it has that smell when the pumpkin. So what I do, I roast. I actually roast my pumpkin seeds, and I roast my peas. And well, I'm saying roast. I'm using the wrong word. I dehydrate them is what I'm saying. Okay. But after I dehydrate the pumpkin seeds, I roast them after that too. So that rich, robust, nutty taste that you taste in there. That's the pumpkin seed that's coming through like that against the avocado.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I see what you're
missing. So it gives it that smell. But if you had that tested, there's no nuts in here at all. Because a lot of my clients that have nut allergies, they love that one, and they don't have to worry about it.
Find out what peanut butter tastes like. That's pretty good.
Even it's very close. It's very, very close.
It's very close too. Like I love peanut butter. So. Just to have that similar taste is amazing. Just to not have the peanuts in there too.
I've actually made it like on demand, like because with one of the smoothie bowls we have Chunky Monkey, is one of our, and we have peanut butter jelly time. So the base for peanut butter and jelly time is that. So I end up making it on demand, so they really get to see like where's the nuts. I'm like, ain't no nuts. It just has the. I said, but don't worry, when you taste it, it's gonna taste like peanut butter and jelly. And
but
so,
that what was that called? That smoothie bowl you had made? It was something that was like a lavender or purple in there.
The acai bowl.
Acai bowl.
I'm a classic man. I'm a classic man.
That was really good.
Yeah.
Do you do those for the winter too?
Yeah, we do it all the time. Like tomorrow, like I said, when I do health fitness summits or open enrollments for different insurance companies or things like that, that's the focus, is showcasing the entire thing. Like even tomorrow we're doing meal prep. Like I'm showing them how to do healthy meal prep. So I'll be cooking like salmon and all types of stuff live, couscous and all types. Yeah, I love.
We gotta get you to come in here cook some salmon.
I was gonna chef it up. I was gonna chef it up.
We're gonna get you to come back. We're gonna get you to come back. We're gonna get you to come back.
And I bring other flavors. We gotta deal with the other one. I was telling Chase the Rainbow, which is the inclusivity. So I'll come back around that time.
Tell them about it. Tell the people about it.
Chase the Rainbow is the newest flavor that we have out. And it's basically showcasing inclusivity in every sip, because everybody has a right to be healthy and to be well, regardless of your gender, regardless of your color, regardless of your ethnicity. We have a national right to wellness and health. So that's basically what that's promoting, inclusivity in every sip. So.
Listen, y'all, Compassion Juice Girl, y'all better get with her. But Chanel, Phils, thank you so much. I want you to let everybody know where they can reach you at, where they can find you at.
You can find us on Facebook under Compassion Moss. You can find me personally under Chanel Phils on Facebook. On Instagram, you can find us under Compassion Moss and Juice. Online, you can find us at Compassion Juice Company. Our number is 415-448-7118. If you need to reach us directly, have conversations, consultations, whatever you need, we're here at your service, and we're always glad to be of service.
Wow. Give it up for her. Thank you so much, Chanel.
So you going home with all these lovely prizes tonight.
Monique loved that apple a day.
Monique loved that. You can't tell her nothing but that
Lenore, Foster, Yvonne, Letitia, Lakia,
hey, y'all.
Trinae, Julie. Oh, it all ended. It ended. You all for coming out. I'm just so excited that I got some free treats, some free juice.
You holding on to that granola.
Oh my God, I love this granola. Make sure y'all check out Chanel. Make sure you check out her Compassion More. Bye.